Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. Wanted to do a video for you guys today on an experience I had with a knife. And this experience goes back to a bit of advice that I always give people when it comes to gear. I always tell people, proof your gear. Never trust a piece of gear, no matter how good it is or how good its reputation is. You have to proof everything that you plan on using. It doesn't matter whether it's a knife, a pack, a gun, whatever. You have to proof that gear before you're actually going to use it. And this story goes back a few months. I decided I wanted an Ontario Rat 5 to put in one of my packs. And I went out and got an Ontario Rat 5, and one of the ways that I proof my fixed blade knives is I bring them out here on my workbench and I turn pieces of wood that look like this into kindling that looks like this for either my wood stove or my fire pit. And I split that wood with homemade mallets, homemade batons, whatever you want to call them, like these right here. These are two of the three that I keep here by my workbench to basically make kindling, or if I want to make a notch and something like that. So I bought this Rat 5 and I brought it home and took it out of the package. I came out here and I was going to split a little wood with it. I was going to proof that knife. And I promptly broke that knife. And it broke in a place I've never seen a knife break before. It broke in the handle. The tang that went back into the handle broke, and the knife just folded in on itself. And I was like, wow, it just blew my mind. I'm like, wow, man, I'm glad I tested this knife out first to make sure that it was good to go, and it obviously wasn't good to go. Now, this video isn't to beat up Ontario. They actually did send me another Rat 5 after a little bit of rigmarole and back and forth on some emails. They did send me a new knife, which I promptly traded, and I got a Rat 7 instead. But that's a whole nother story. But they did make good on their warranty. But if I would have trusted that knife without ever checking it out, SHTF happened, and I grabbed that knife in my pack and I had it out, and the first time I used it, it would have broke. I would have been turned a bad situation even worse, and that's why I always say proof your gear. And I've heard some bad advice on some videos, and I'll share another little story with you here real quick. I watch bag videos on YouTube like normal people watch reruns of Friends or MASH. When I want to veg out, I'll watch a bug out bag or get home bag video. I have for a long time. And one of the worst pieces of advice I ever heard in a bug out bag video was a guy had a knife and he had his pack, and he said, I got a bunch of different knives, but this knife is brand new and I want a brand new fresh knife to put in my pack. So this knife's never been used. I'm going to put this in my pack, and that way I got a brand new fresh sharp knife, whatever, in my pack if I ever have to bug out or get home or whatever. If I would have took that advice and I would have put that Rat 5 into that pack, into my bushcraft pack or whatever pack that I got, if I would have done that and I would have needed that knife in a bad situation, I would have broke that knife and I'd have been in a world of crap. So proof your gear. It doesn't matter what gear it is. Like I said, whether it's a bag or a tent or whatever that it is, even a tarp. Take all that stuff out of a package, try it out, make sure that it's good, make sure you don't rip a grommet out or a strap comes loose or a knife breaks before you actually need that. So that's a bit of advice from me to the YouTube world, I guess. Always proof your gear. Flies buzzing around. Always proof your gear. Like I had a tent that I got, and I put it up this winter because it was a tent that was supposed to go out in the winter. I was probably the only guy around that had a tent up in January for a week in his backyard, but I wasn't going to take that tent out to the woods unless I proofed it. So always proof your stuff. No matter what it is, no matter how simple you might think that it is, never trust a piece of gear until it proves itself to you. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. I appreciate all my subscribers out there. I hope you guys get a little information and a little entertainment out of my video. And I'm going to make sure that I have a picture of that broken knife here in this video as well, so you guys can look at it for yourself. But anyway, you guys take care.